Well, I'm not an economist, so I wouldn't like to predict, but as far as I can see it, it's important for the Chinese government and it's important for the Chinese people that they continue to grow. Therefore, I think once you are growing at the 8 to 9%, which China's been growing for a long time, it's very important that you keep that pace going. It's as bad, I think, to have a dramatic slowdown in growth as it is to have a decline, because the whole economy is geared to growing at that rate. So my view about the Chinese economy is it will continue to grow for the foreseeable future because the government wants it to grow and there is tremendous momentum for it to grow. And the market still has plenty of room to grow. I think it's sustaining its own growth, and therefore it's sustaining a number of markets where it has a lot of business with them. But I don't think it's actually driving the global growth. I think it's decoupling from the global growth and is doing well. But I don't actually yet see China being the driver for building the economy outside of China. So China okay, doing well, everyone getting into China because it's doing well. China driving the rest of the world, I don't yet see. Well, the areas where technology and innovation are important. So I continue to be surprised that Chinese automotive industry is not breaking out of China so much as other Asian countries have done, and that it lets still the Western companies get into China. So I think that's an opportunity. White goods and technology and television and all those things which require a large part of their price is in innovation and is in new ideas and high technology. They should be the growing area. I think the ones which require service, all the service industries, much harder for China. Their culture is so different. So much of the product cost has to be local, much harder for them to do. As there are other areas, of course, tourism and travel, which works both ways. China is going to benefit from inward drive of tourism, but it's also going to spend a lot of money as its people visit the world. China is the factory of the world, and that is a wonderful place to be now. But if you look back, Japan was the factory of the world 30 years ago. Korea was the factory of the world 20 years ago. They have both been surpassed to a large extent by China and other markets. And therefore, China's advantage is, I think, in historic terms, short-term, to be the factory of the world. It will get caught up. Therefore, it needs to build brands in order that once this phase is gone, it can be seen to sell its products effectively in other markets around the world. The simple answer to that, yes. Chinese companies need the media because, for me, they have not yet created anything like sufficient simple awareness and trust and respect. And the big media still deliver that fast and cheaply. And so they need the media in order that the media give you a platform to say who you are and what you are, and to break free of being always linked to China itself, to break free and be a spokesman for your own product and service without people saying, oh, it's Chinese or it's like China, etc., to have your own image. The big media allow you to do that. The big media need Chinese companies because traditional advertising, I think, is going to find it harder in the future to get income. So they need each other.